Get ready, Yellowstone fans! The highly anticipated Yellowstone 1944 is here, taking us back to a war-torn America and a Dutton legacy like we've never seen before. In this video, we're breaking down the first trailer, uncovering hidden details, and exploring what this prequel means for the Yellowstone universe. Buckle up, this is one ride you don't want to miss. In this video, we'll be diving deep into Yellowstone 1944, breaking down the first trailer and exploring everything fans need to know about this highly anticipated prequel. We'll go step by step, analyzing key moments, hidden details, and the overall story that Yellowstone 1944 is set to tell. We'll start with an exciting introduction, building hype around the new series and what it means for the Yellowstone universe. Fans of 1883 and 1923 already know how immersive and gripping these prequels can be, and 1944 promises to take us into an era filled with even more challenges for the Dutton family. This show will likely showcase the impact of World War II on the ranch and the family's struggle to maintain their legacy during such turbulent times. Next, we'll dive straight into the trailer breakdown, going through the footage scene by scene. We'll analyze the cinematography, character appearances, and any dialogue that hints at the overarching plot. If there are any major reveals or surprising moments, we'll take the time to discuss their significance and how they might tie into previous Yellowstone stories. Every Yellowstone show so far has included hidden details that foreshadow major events, so we'll be looking for any subtle clues in the trailer that hint at what's to come. After breaking down the trailer, we'll explore where Yellowstone 1944 fits into the overall timeline of the Dutton family saga. We've seen the Duttons' struggles in the late 1800s with 1883, followed by their fight for survival in the early 1900s with 1923. Now, we move into the World War II era, a time of rapid change for America and, most likely, for the Yellowstone Ranch. The war could impact the Duttons in many ways. Will they send family members to fight? Will the ranch be threatened by new laws, economic changes, or external enemies? Understanding the historical context will help us predict the major conflicts the series might explore. We'll then turn our focus to the cast and characters. Who are the major players in Yellowstone 1944? Will we see any returning actors from 1923, or will the show introduce an entirely new generation of Duttons? The Yellowstone universe has always featured strong, complex characters, and we'll speculate on who might be leading the story this time. Will there be a young John Dutton or another key ancestor who sets the stage for the modern Yellowstone series? As we move toward the end of the video, we'll discuss what to expect from the show based on the trailer, previous Yellowstone prequels, and fan theories. Taylor Sheridan has built a rich, interconnected world, and 1944 is likely to introduce new conflicts, while also expanding on themes we've seen before: family loyalty, land disputes, and the cost of power. We'll talk about possible plot twists, connections to other Yellowstone shows, and what fans hope to see in this new chapter of the saga. Finally, we'll wrap up with final thoughts and invite audience engagement. We'll encourage viewers to share their theories and thoughts in the comments. What do they think Yellowstone 1944 will focus on? Do they believe it will be as successful as 1883 and 1923? By involving the audience, we can create a space for discussion and excitement as we all wait for the show's release. This video will be a must-watch for Yellowstone fans eager to learn everything about 1944, offering a detailed, entertaining, and informative breakdown of the trailer and what's to come. In this video, we'll explore why Yellowstone 1944 is set to be a game-changer for the Yellowstone universe. This latest prequel takes us into one of the most defining periods of American history, bringing a fresh perspective to the Dutton family saga. We'll break down everything we know so far, from the setting and new characters to the trailer's biggest reveals, and what this series means for the future of the Yellowstone franchise. We begin by discussing why Yellowstone 1944 is such a significant addition to the franchise. Fans of 1883 and 1923 have already witnessed how these prequels provide deep, emotional storytelling while expanding the mythology of the Dutton family. Now, with 1944, we are moving into the World War II era, a time of immense change for America, and, undoubtedly, for the Yellowstone Ranch. This prequel has the potential to reshape everything we know about the Duttons, showing us how they survived and adapted during one of the most turbulent periods in history. The setting of Yellowstone 1944 is one of its most intriguing aspects. Unlike 1883, which focused on westward expansion, and 1923, which dealt with economic struggles and prohibition, this series will place the Duttons in the midst of World War II's impact on American society. The war effort would have affected ranching, supply chains, and even the people living in Montana. The draft might have pulled Dutton men into the war, leaving the ranch vulnerable to outside threats. At the same time, the American government was changing policies, and industries were shifting in ways that could directly impact the Yellowstone Ranch's survival. One of the biggest questions fans have is who will be leading this series in terms of characters. Since 1944 takes place nearly 2 decades after 1923, we are likely to see a new generation of Duttons. Will any familiar characters return, or will the focus be on an entirely new cast? If the timeline follows logically, we could see an older version of Spencer Dutton, or even the next generation stepping up to run the ranch. Depending on who is cast, this could provide a unique connection to the modern Yellowstone timeline, giving us even more insight into John Dutton's ancestors and how their struggles shaped the present-day family. The trailer has already given us some exciting hints about what to expect. We'll break down the key scenes, analyzing every frame for hidden clues. Taylor Sheridan is known for packing his trailers with subtle details, and Yellowstone 1944 is no exception. From the landscape shots to the tense interactions between characters, everything in the trailer hints at the major conflicts that will unfold. We'll examine the cinematography, music, and dialogue to piece together what this series is setting up for viewers. Beyond the trailer, the biggest question is how Yellowstone 1944 will impact the rest of the franchise. With the original Yellowstone series coming to an end, the prequels are carrying the weight of keeping the Dutton legacy alive. Will 1944 introduce storylines or characters that connect directly to modern-day Yellowstone? Could we see links to future spin-offs? Given how 1923 set up 1944 in subtle ways, it's possible that this prequel will do the same for whatever comes next in Taylor Sheridan's universe. As we wrap up, we'll discuss what this means for the future of Yellowstone storytelling. Fans are already speculating about the conflicts that will define 1944. Will the Duttons face off against new government forces trying to take their land? Will war change the way they run the ranch? How will this period set the stage for what comes after? These are all questions we'll explore, and we'll also encourage fans to share their own theories in the comments. In this video, we'll be breaking down everything you might have missed in the first trailer for Yellowstone 1944, the latest prequel in Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone universe. With each new installment, we've learned more about the Dutton family's past and the struggles that shaped their legacy. 1944 takes us into one of the most pivotal moments in history, and its first trailer is packed with hidden details, subtle clues, and possible connections to past and future Yellowstone stories. Right from the start, the trailer sets the tone for what Yellowstone 1944 will be about. The cinematography immediately feels different from 1883 and 1923, suggesting a new visual style that reflects the time period. The 1940s were a time of war, economic shifts, and rapid change in America, and the trailer hints at these themes through its imagery. We see shots of the ranch, possibly under threat, and glimpses of characters who will likely lead this new chapter of the Dutton saga. As we go through the trailer, we'll analyze each of these key moments and what they reveal about the show's direction. One of the first things we look at is the setting. Unlike previous prequels, 1944 takes place in a more modernized America, but one still deeply affected by war. The trailer might give us hints about whether any Dutton family members have been drafted, or if the war has changed the way the ranch operates. Are there signs of rationing? Are new enemies emerging as the world around them changes? These subtle background details could tell us a lot about the obstacles the Duttons will face in this era. Another key aspect of the trailer is the introduction of new characters. While 1883 and 1923 had clear protagonists like James and Margaret Dutton or Jacob and Kara Dutton, 1944 is expected to introduce a different generation. Are there glimpses of a young John Dutton Czar? Or other familiar names from the Yellowstone family tree? We'll take a close look at the actors, their costumes, and any hints in the dialogue to determine who they might be playing. Taylor Sheridan is known for writing strong, complex characters, and 1944 will undoubtedly bring us another set of compelling figures. The biggest reveals in the trailer often come from small details that most viewers might miss on a first watch. This could include quick flashes of a familiar landmark, an object that connects to previous Yellowstone stories, or even a piece of dialogue that foreshadows a major conflict. We'll slow things down and analyze these moments frame by frame, making sure we don't miss any clues that hint at what's to come. One of the most exciting aspects of Yellowstone 1944 is how it ties into the larger franchise. 1923 set up a world where the Duttons were facing external threats from businessmen, the government, and rival landowners. Will 1944 continue these conflicts, or will it introduce entirely new ones? The trailer might give us answers through certain visuals or character interactions. We'll also explore whether there are any hints that this series will connect to modern-day Yellowstone or future spin-offs. Beyond the obvious moments, we'll also explore the overall themes of the trailer. Taylor Sheridan's storytelling often revolves around survival, loyalty, and the clash between tradition and progress. The trailer for 1944 likely hints at these themes in subtle ways, whether it's through character expressions, the way certain scenes are framed, or the way music is used to create tension. As we reach the end of our breakdown, we'll discuss the biggest unanswered questions the trailer leaves us with. Are there hidden dangers that haven't been fully revealed? How does this era change the Dutton family dynamic? What kind of major conflicts are being set up? These are all things that fans will be eager to discuss, and we'll invite viewers to share their own theories and observations in the comments. With so much to unpack, Yellowstone 1944 is shaping up to be another epic installment in the franchise. This trailer breakdown will not only highlight what's already been revealed, but also explore the deeper layers of the story that fans might not have noticed. As we eagerly await the show's premiere, this deep dive into the trailer will help us all prepare for what's next in the Dutton family's ongoing saga. That wraps up our deep dive into Yellowstone 1944. We've uncovered some exciting details, explored hidden clues, and speculated on what this new prequel could mean for the Yellowstone universe. But now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the trailer? Do you have any theories about what's coming next for the Duttons? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Yellowstone updates, breakdowns, and news. Your support means the world and helps keep these discussions going. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.